This is the van. It is a 2005 Sprinter T1N. It has 215,000 miles. I'm sorry, 219,000 miles. It has the two-tone that was definitely done aftermarket. It does have dents and things to be expected from a 2005 van, right? Other than that, it's in really good condition. It was sent to get buffed and polished, so it has a nice shine. And this is the 2.7 5-cylinder diesel engine, best engine Mercedes has ever made. It's got the roof rack on it, 425 watts of solar panel, and your max air fan on top. You have your tire carrier in the back with your ladder. See, there's small stuff, a few dents, a few places where the paint might have come off a little bit. See, there's some dent here. It does have one aftermarket window on it, and the original Mercedes rims, they were painted black. And as you can see from the other side, this van has two doors. There's a sliding door on this side of the van, and a sliding door on this side of the van as well. So we can go in here. This van has a unique layout where most of your cabinets are in the front of the van, and you have another sliding door on that side with a window, and then it's all bench over here, lots of storage, and your toilet, and then your bed and a closet. So when you walk in, you can access from either side of the van. This is what the front looks like. So you have your sink over here, your stove, you have two cabinets up top, very, very large and completely square cabinets, because there's no angle to the roof or anything on this side of the van. And we use a slam latch on everything. It's by far the best option that we used. This is what the front of the van looks like on these vans. It is older. The seats are in really good condition. I think there's only one tear on the side of that seat. It does have an aftermarket radio that has Bluetooth and all the good things on it. And the roof, the ceiling is a little bit dirty, but it's pretty good for the age of the van. As far as up here, you do have flip up counter here, and then a secondary flip up counter there. So it gives you a lot of space in the front for a kitchen while still maintaining everything back here. And you still have your two full benches. So when you're up here, you have your sink is covered with this is oiled versus the countertops that are cleared. So this you can cut on. And it does have it has our company logo upside down. It's got our company logo on the bottom. And this is just a regular, I believe it's 15 by 13 inch, and it's like 9 inches deep. So it's a very deep, good sink. We do have a shut off for the water pump. And you have a propane stove here with a propane alarm on the other side of the seat, almost to the floor. As propane drops, So you want that to be as close to the floor as possible. When you close here, you do have access to the propane and some connections for the stove. You do have a connection here underneath the pop-up in case you want to use a blender up here or something like that. And then you have more just open storage down here. You can see these cabinets are bolted through the floor. So even though they are just sort of islands up there, they're extremely secure. And here you have a 7-gallon water tank, and then there's some space for just keeping some supplies, stuff like that. This window does open, and it has a mosquito net or a bug net. Over here you have switches. One of these is a 3-way. So this one is for the floor lights, which are everywhere on these cabinets as well. And the other one is a 3-way for the ceiling lights, from 3-way from here to here. So whichever side of the van you come in on, you can turn the lights on, and then you can turn them off from here, and vice versa. As far as the rest of the van, there's 2 different light zones here. So the 4 lights that are by the bed, they are on a dimmer. So you can dim those independently if you want different light for nighttime. You do have your max air fan here. That does come with a remote control. That is the deluxe edition. You have a Sirocco fan here that is incredible. These are the best fans you can get for a van. And over here you have all the things you need. So this will read out your battery, your usage percentage, your amp hour. This is your inverter on and off, and this is your water readout for your water tank. And this is just a 12-volt for whenever you're using the table here. You do have 110 amp here for charging your laptop while you're working on the table, and the fridge is here. These have a lock, and you just pull it right out. This is a 75 quart fridge. No, I'm sorry, this is a 65 quart fridge. And you can either freeze or just refrigerate, whatever you want it to do. You can set it to whatever temperature you would like, and it opens this way as well as opening this way. And you can also completely take the top off if you wanted. You only need to lock these when you're driving. So whenever you're just parked camping for a few days, there's no need for that lock. And then you have a second lock up here that is for your table. And that is a 40-inch long table with 2 40-inch benches. And this table is extremely sturdy. There's very little flex to this table. It is, I would say, 100 times better than any Lagoon swivel mount. Down here you have big drawer here, 4 smaller drawers on this side. There's 4 of these same size drawers, everything with a slam latch on it. There's 4 of those drawers there, and then over here you have your toilet, which is a standard chemical toilet. So basically the door opens this way, you pull this up, and that is your toilet there. And then you can just close it back up. Also slam latch on that one. You have a full mattress, so it is 54 inches wide by 75 inches long. And you have a big closet over here with just sliding doors. There's plenty of space here for clothes for 2 people. So there's this one here, and then that door obviously slides this way as well. This door does open, of course, so you can have a lot of breeze coming in through this van. There's just a lot of doors to be open. So the back of the van here, you can see the fridge back there, so you do have access to changing the temperatures and all of that. You can sort of do it when you pull it out, but it's easier to do it from back here. Over here you have all of your electrical with your main panel here, which is all of your 12-volt fuses and your 110 amp breakers. You do have main turn-offs for everything, so you can turn off your battery, you can turn off your inverter and your solar independently. If you do turn off your batteries, you need to turn everything off, so you would do that whenever you're not using the van for more than a couple of days. Over here you have your water fill-up and your shower hookup. So that is your fill-up for the water. You can use a regular hose with a filter on it, or you can throw with a regular water jug if you needed to. You do have your switch for your water heater and your pump switch for your shower, which is back here. And the shower is basically like a quick connect. Just connect it on there, you open it up, you have cold and hot water. And then all of these are access panels for all of your electrical, so they just slide out and you can completely take them out to work on anything. So back here you have all of your electrical. This is your inverter. That is a 2000 watt energy inverter. You have your DC to DC charger, which is a 60 amp, and your 40 amp solar charger. Everything with fuses, the correct fuses. Your smart shunt over there that tells you all the information that you need. Everything fused up there for your DC in, DC out, all your loads, your solar, everything fused, everything done the right way. And yes, and over here you have the same. Your batteries are tucked in back there. Your batteries don't need to breathe, but it's always good to get a little bit of airflow in there anyways. And this is all of your plumbing. It has the same thing. That one over there does remove as well, just in case you needed to work on something back there, but there's no need to remove it at all. You have all of your plumbing in the van except this. This is the only thing that is a regular hose. Everything else is done in PEX. It is by far the best. It's freeze resistant. It's the best method to do any kind of plumbing in a van, and you have access to just everything back here. And again, your closet from the back. Big closet back there, and you do have a charger here to charge your phone at night, as well as your control for the fan. So that is it for the van. These are my favorite kind of vans, the old Sprinters. These things run forever. I did forget to mention, this one is missing the little mirror here. Everything else is fine, but it's missing that mirror. We changed all the brakes on it. We did all the regular maintenance. So we did oil change, fuel filter. When we got it, the van did have a glow plug module that was bad, and a speed sensor, a wheel sensor that was bad, so we changed that as well. And everything else on it is good. This van is ready for another 200,000 to 300,000 miles, like nothing.